A long race, 400 miles at Dover, that's pretty darn grueling, to be honest.
Brad Keselowski and crew chief Paul Wolfe played fuel miles strategy perfectly to win their first race on the Monster Mile, second in the 2012 Chase for the Sprint Cup, and fifth of the season in Sunday's AAA 400 at Dover International Speedway. The turning point of the event came early when J.J. Yaley blew a tire on lap 69 of 400 to bring out the caution just after a series of green flag pit stops. Only 6 drivers were left on the lead lap. During a pit stop on lap 151, the Miller Lite Dodge team suffered a broken jack, but returned to the 1-mile concrete oval just in front of leader Kyle Busch to remain on the top lap. The Penske Racing team then managed to go the last 89 laps on 1 tank of fuel to hang with Miles the Monster in victory lane.
You know, as the race went on, we just slowly eked our way up from the 10th starting position that we had up to 4th, and kind of fell in there on that last run after my pit crew got us that spot. We were running 5th, and I think they got me out 4th or however that worked out, something like that. And that put us in position to really capitalize on good strategy and execution. And my guys did that. They did a great job, like you said, with the fuel, and together we were able to manage it very well, which is, as important as anything else in racing these days. And as you saw, it came together at the end for a victory.
Jeff Gordon took advantage of the 5th and final caution to top off the tank with 82 laps to go, eventually sliding the Drive to End Hunger Chevrolet into 2nd place.
Good top 3 or 4 car. And then we started really struggling on restarts. Front tires just really no grip the first 10 laps, and so we started losing positions on restarts, and that probably played to our favor because we lost track position, and then we ended up coming in and topping off there at the end, and gave us, and we had a good race car. Once we got going, then we were good.
Mark Martin may have started 26th, but had an Aaron's Dream Machine Toyota fast enough to pass car after car. Following Gordon's cue, Martin also did the gas and go to capture 3rd.
We were making our way up from the, deep in the pack start qualifying spot, and just about to get into the race, and pitted under the green. And came back out, and as soon as we got on the track, the caution came out, so it had us trapped 2 laps down. So we had to continue to fight from being buried, and had a fast race car, passed a lot of cars, and eventually got ourselves into the hunt. But the race was just about over.
Jimmy Johnson, who traded the lead with Busch for much of the race, slipped to 4th after saving fuel at the end. Carl Edwards' 5th place result is only his 3rd top 5 finish of the season. Martin Truex Jr. slipped to 7th after starting 3rd. Kyle Busch, who led the most laps, had to pit from the lead for fuel with 11 laps to go and ended up 7th, while last week's winner Denny Hamlin had to pull the same maneuver 2 laps later and landed 8th. In the NASCAR Chase for the Sprint Cup standings, Keselowski now leads by 5 points over Johnson and 16 ahead of Hamlin. Clint Boyer moved up 2 positions to 4th, 25 points out, while Tony Stewart dropped to 5th, 32 markers behind Keselowski. Next Sunday, the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series takes on the ultimate wildcard track, Talladega Superspeedway, for the Good Sam's Roadside Assistance 500.